Yeah. Well, and speaking of creativity, I mean, when you mentioned like covering county commissioner meetings or city council meetings, how did you go about making each of those stories unique or something interesting that the readership would want to delve into?
That can be a challenge. When they approve zoning changes to allow mobile homes versus, something about that interesting. If there is anything of note at those meetings, sometimes people would come and protest zoning changes. Oftentimes people would come and protest zoning changes. So that's always a little bit of drama. So you want to play that. But some stories are easier to make more interesting than others. But I got to where I was good at writing headlines that would be intriguing and writing hooks at the beginning of stories to really sort of entice the reader to read, well, what's this? This is interesting. What's going to happen next? And to the point that I got to where I would write 95% of the story. And after I had written the story, I would go back to the very beginning and decide how to make it interesting, a way to kind of, whether it was some kind of pun or wordplay or just anything to draw someone in, yeah.
So what would you say your favorite niche was as far as category of stories or departments that you've covered?
I wrote a lot of personal columns, and I really enjoyed the arts and entertainment aspect. People don't get quite as irate if you write about a movie or a play as opposed to writing about someone getting arrested.
Did you ever have to go along on any kind of criminal story, like with the police or anything?
I never did any ride-alongs. Although that was suggested.
Oh, really?
It was.
Yeah.
So I would better understand how the police operate. I did go to the Citizens Police Academy, which was very illuminating, and I would recommend anyone to do that if they get the opportunity. It will give you a much greater, I always appreciated law officers and anyone who works in emergency services anyway. I've got family that are police officers, but to see from week to week the various aspects of what they have to deal with, it is really it really gives you an appreciation of the things that they see on a day-to-day